Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Clone Evolution. Sorry for a little bit of delay, I've been really busy the past couple days. I was actually going to record last night, but I was watching the big UFC fights, the Big Fight Island special. Did anyone else watch Fight Island? No, I ended up playing the game while I was watching the UFC, but I couldn't record because of the whole sound issues. So today I won't have as much fighting on the agenda, but what I will have is a little bit of tactical talk. I'm going to take the player's advice that I mentioned before that I change up some of my freaking chips, because I noticed what he was saying was true, that I have some of my best chips distributed to characters that I don't use. Now, I thought I had switched everyone to the right order, but so apparently I'll have to fix that in today's episode. Maybe you guys can help offer some advice as I go. It's funny, I've been trying not to spend the purple gems, and they just keep giving me shit that costs purple gems only. Fuck! Yeah, the only thing I have left on this board is 114! Yeah, what am I going to remember? This is the direction. Everything's mirrored when you use webcam, so I'm like pointing where I think it should. It's always the opposite. Right, so we got some action. Level 114. So maybe I'm full of shit again. I will get some battling in today's show. Right, let's see some action. Wait, if I'm going to do this battling, maybe I should soup up my team a little bit first. Those new chips. Now, the one issue I've been having is that it's hard to pick who I should give all the chips to. And I don't want to keep it unequipping and re-equipping the chips for every battle. It's fucking time consuming. But let's give it a try. Before I do that, let's just jump right into the battles. I want to try one of them out with the weaker chips and notice the difference. Yeah, see, what I started doing is occasionally swapping out, who was it? Symphony? Because I find his attacks are super weak, he rarely stuns people, and if I put in, like, say someone stronger, they'll do better. But at this point I do need people with a lot of hit points, so maybe I'll go with them. Let's try that. Now I'm getting pretty close to building my super dodge team. The only issue is a lot of their players are only going to be level 100. I think I gathered enough pieces to clone somebody or bump them up to purple, but I'll have to check into that. Yeah, I won't give away any of the results from Fight Island in case anyone hasn't seen it yet. The only reason I didn't like it is all the action was very early on the card. I think like even the, what do they call it, the pre-fight or preliminaries? Once it got to the actual card, there was almost no action. It was a total snooze fest. So I don't know. I think UFC is a little bit cursed. The way they had that whole Khabib versus Tony fight that built up for decades and it was like the ultimate fight in world fight history. And then they fucking rescheduled it for Justin to fight. No one, like, I get Justin's pretty entertaining fighter and all. And not to knock him or anything, I think he's pretty good, but I don't know, I just like Tony way better. It's like Justin is like, he could be the champ for 10 years, maybe then I would start to like him half as much as Tony. So I think UFC fucked up hardcore when it came to rebooking that fight with someone else. Like, I don't know, like, I've been looking forward to that fight for over a decade, and we were finally going to get it, and the only thing that fucked it up was just the whole world situation, and they only had to wait like a couple weeks and they could just continue. But no, they rescheduled it with somebody else. Like, what the fuck? Now, I'm pretty sure what UFC was thinking is that Justin Really, his style is just plowing forward, swinging away. So anyone that has like any skill can beat him. So I don't understand, like just one uppercut, boom, he's unconscious. It's like Tony even did that during his fight. He threw one uppercut, Justin was like, whoa, all over the place, almost unconscious. And then the bell went. I was like, okay, Tony, throw another uppercut. Never did for the rest of the fight. It's like, I don't know what happens in those situations. Like, you throw a punch, like a really weird one, it lands, it almost wins you the fight, and then you just stop using it. Like, why would you... the only thing I could think is maybe Tony was injured at some point in the fight, and he couldn't throw uppercuts anymore. So he had to just keep plowing forward with his face, letting Justin hit him over and over again. Like, I don't know. To be honest, I kind of think that was like the dumbest fight I've ever seen. Like, we had all these fucking videos of Tony trying all these unorthodox techniques. Did he even use one against Justin? No. Just went forward with his face. Like, here, Justin, hit me. Justin, yeah, credit to him, he beat the shit out of Tony. I think Tony kind of had it coming because a lot of his other opponents were on the receiving end of beatings like that. Jesus. Yeah, this battle seems to be going pretty well. Just as I say that, I'll lose. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure every UFC fight for the next few years is going to be a massive letdown in comparison to the fight build-up we had with Tony versus Khabib. Yeah, and really sorry to hear about Khabib's dad passing and all. That's fucking shitty news. Not to mention now that when Khabib loses, people will be like, oh, it's because his dad died. So really, the epic fight that was supposed to happen can never happen now. Unless Khabib goes on like a long winning streak after his dad died, which I kind of doubt's going to happen because he was already contemplating retirement before his dad died. I don't know how the whole situation went down with how the virus got to Dagestan, if it was fucking Khabib and his training crew that brought it back, and then they ended up getting his dad sick. So that could be pretty much the end of Khabib's fighting career. If that's what happened, I'm pretty sure he's not going to like the UFC much. Like, I don't know, do they have some sort of danger pay for that? Like, it's because you were training for fight? Well, I guess they couldn't blame the UFC for him bringing it back. Or maybe someone else brought it to Dagestan. I noticed there was a few travelers who were making YouTube videos saying, hey, look, I can go to Dagestan too. Looks like a nice place to visit and all, but shit, just really bad timing with the whole world situation. Now, I've been talking in my previous videos before, Bald and Balder, he had been fucked up, like, I couldn't believe it, like, when he posted that COVID virus video, or, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said it, God. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, are we allowed to talk about the virus? Probably still not, eh? That could be like one of those world lifetime fucking bans where it's like, you can't talk about it forever. I don't know, I've been really looking forward to playing Clone Evolution more and more these days because it's a nice break from all the world's shit going on. And I hope you guys don't mind me talking about world events occasionally. Just hard for me not to get sidetracked. Oh, look at this, we got Da Vinci. Today on the vape menu, I got the Pure Sun Farm Sativa. I think this time I made it pure with no cannabis oil drips because that tasted way better. Well, like I was saying in other videos, every time I add too much cannabis vapor or oil or just regular cannabis oil, it hides the taste of the weed so much it's almost like adding ketchup to everything. Like how in the old days, they used to add maple syrup to everything. And the reason was because when we colonized North America, we didn't have the wide variety of spices and tasty food that we had back in Europe. So what we had to do is coat everything in maple syrup. Oh yeah, and they were saying too, it was a poverty thing. Sometimes when people couldn't afford to buy better tasting food, they were eating the same thing over and over again because it was cheap. So what they would end up doing is just loading it with maple syrup to try to make it taste better. So some people do that with ketchup. They load shit with ketchup so it tastes everything like ketchup. That's what it's like with oil. If you add vapor oil or cannabis oil to your weed, everything that you smoke will just taste like it. Yeah, that's a pretty good action. I noticed I'm getting a lot of freezes just when the match begins. Be like, match begins, guys are automatically frozen. I think that's something to do with my team's element shit. But yeah, there was someone that posted a comment in my video chat, and they were saying something, some advice, and I was thinking that I tried their advice already before they posted it, and it didn't work, so that's why I didn't do it. I'm trying to remember what the advice was. I don't know, I'm starting to realize that with clone evolution. Sometimes, like, I'll get conflicting advice in the chat. Like, someone will be saying, feed the purple robots to the machine, let them level up, and then consume them. And then people are like, no, that doesn't really affect it at all. If you calculate the levels out, it's still the same either way. It's like, what I mean by that is, like, if you put the hero in the machine, level them up in the campaign, they're going to level up at a certain rate. Like, that machine levels things up at a certain rate. Well, that same rate also applies to the robots. So they'll level up at the same rate as like a high hero would. It just seems like they're going up faster because it's like a level 1 robot machine. So they jump up like 30 levels. And then that level 90 robot in the machine or hero only goes up like half a level. It's because he's at level fucking 90. That's why it's taking longer to go up. So if you're taking the robots and putting them in a machine to level them up and then consuming them, you're just consuming the same level ratio. You're not getting extra levels. And really it doesn't work out either, because then you fill up your whole fucking thing, your whole inventory of heroes with these robots. You don't have room. You need them for heroes. So I have to consume the robots. I can't fill my lineup with them and have them leveling up. Might as well just put my regular heroes in. So I don't know, maybe if anyone wants to post in the comments if they can link to a video that actually proves that you're getting more levels faster. It's like, I know it appears like it is when you put a level 1 robot in there, but if I put a level 9, they're just going to level up at the same rate. Oh, this is a pretty sick battle. And so my latest plans with Clone Evolution is I'm really looking forward to the next scroll event. I'm really starting to save up my scrolls for that, so I was wondering, like, can anyone post in the chat what kind of amount of saving up should I be doing for these scrolls? Am I talking like 100 red scrolls I'm going to need, or like what's a decent amount? Like, I don't want to save up 1,000 red scrolls, is that what it is? That'll fucking take forever. So if that's the case and I need like 1,000 red scrolls to beat the event, maybe I'll just beat it half-assed and use what I have. Holy shit, made it to the boss already. Haven't even had to change anyone's chips. Yeah, here I'm fighting a guy that I was thinking of creating. I actually have enough pieces to make this guy gold, but I haven't yet. Huh. I don't know, for me, sometimes I get a little itch in the back of my throat from using the vaporizer. I can either cough to get it away, or just take a quick drink. So usually I'll just suppress the cough, take a quick drink. No need to cough. I know a lot of my friends used to make jokes, and they were actually somewhat serious, that they believed that you need to cough in order to catch a good buzz. But for me, I found coughing all the time would just give me a headache. Like, just even coughing from not smoking weed gives me a headache. Not like 1 or 2 coughs would cause it, but like repeatedly coughing. So that's why I prefer just to drink something to get rid of it. Yeah, this is a pretty good battle. Seems like my stun effect is working. I know, well, some of my viewers might be a little bit upset. It's like my account did a big jump with a whole bunch of subscribers, and then the fucking subscribers just vanished today. But I was a little suspicious of it because when I got that big jump of subscribers, YouTube never once sent me a message saying you got a new subscriber. Or usually they tell you the name of the person who subscribes. So every once in a while I get these floods of like subscribers that have no name, and they just stay there for a couple days and then all of a sudden they vanish. So I don't know, has anyone else's YouTube channel experienced that? Seems like a bit of a paranoid conspiracy, but... Alright, managed to win. Holy shit, I won a red scroll. That's fucking sick. I'm starting to notice that. At least the rewards are starting to get more decent in the game. I'm fucking sick of winning those green robots. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Get 10,000 green robots and go up one level? Alright, so my new big reward for making it far is Bruce Lee fragments. Blue ones. It's like, I don't know, that's almost completely useless. There's nothing I could use those for. But that has the purple heroes. But I can't bother with that right now. Now I'm gonna have to remember where the auto fight was scheduled. What I'm trying to do is get the last of that. Ah, here it is. Hey, it was the same type of fight. Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what I was doing was I was trying to collect enough of his fragments. See how many we're at. Oh yeah, I've got enough blues to clone someone up, so we'll do that for today's episode. Yeah, he's at 24, so I need 6 more fragments. Boom, level him up. And then boom, throw him in the machine. And I'm making someone into purple. I'm pretty sure the purple person that I'm making is enough to transform a new gold. I can't remember. I'll have to check into that. It's like a whole chain of things that I'm working on. Sometimes I forget what even the end result is. Ugh. Now sometimes I sit too close to the monitor and I can't fucking see it. It's like I'm starting to get the, what is it, the vision thing? Where you have to go further away. Kind of miss playing it on the little cell phone farther away. Alright, so yeah, you can see Son of a Black Hole. He's up to that level. Yeah, now there's someone that needed the fire guy. Who was it? Wasn't him. Wasn't her. Ah, here we go. That's who it is. Founding Father. So as soon as Founding Father is all set with this guy getting those 3 fragments done, I bet you some of the viewers remembered. They're like, come on, man, it's Founding Father. Even we know. Yeah, so Founding Father, as soon as I get the piece for him, boom, we'll have another gold copy. My reason for making another gold copy of Founding Father is I realized that I'm going to need lots of extra gold heroes to use as ingredients. So I might as well just make as many as I can, even if they're easy ones. Now, like say if I wanted to link some more DNA with Trump, then I could use some gold DNA. Now I figured out that my, what is it? You know, that's what I should do. Never even thought of it. I was trying to think about it. Maybe one of my viewers knows a solution to this problem. Is I invested a whole bunch of my fucking stars and 100 levels into Samson, but he sucks balls. And not in a good way. So, I was thinking I gotta get these fucking purple potions back out of him or use him for something. So I was thinking maybe I could use him for DNA, but he's purple, so it's useless. Any gold hero is going to have better DNA than him. So I was wondering is maybe I could feed him to someone for the 100 levels and then they'll get the fucking purple potions back to me, because they'll be like, oh, you consumed them, so they give you some of the purple potions back. So I'm thinking maybe that's the route to go. Consume Samson. Really, I should do that. Get like Sword God or fucking Geronimo to consume him. The only thing I'm thinking is it's a waste, because fucking Samson's fragment is probably good. But I was like, wait a minute, it's like I don't have any Darwin evolution things that require Samson as a blueprint piece. So it is kind of useless. The only thing I was thinking, he is kind of nice to have as a backup hero. Sometimes I use him because he has a powerful attack, but fuck. I should really move on from him. I can't keep clinging to the past. It's like I could have Geronimo in there at fucking 100 levels and you could just lay people to waste. That's the other shitty thing too. I'm pretty sure that now I'm kind of screwed that I fucking leveled up Geronimo to 43, because if I was to feed him Samson, it would level him up over 100, so I can't. It'd be wasted the extra levels. So it's almost like I need to give him to someone new that has 0 levels. Or give him to a hero that's gold. Yeah, because if one of the gold heroes consumed him, I'm pretty sure their levels wouldn't max out, so they could just absorb everything. I could give him to Symphony. Then Symphony, would he get like 50 levels up? I should check. Because I'm at the point now where I have too many level 100 heroes that I'm not using. And it's like, if I'm not going to use them for Darwin or DNA, I gotta use them for something, right? Can't just have them sitting around collecting dust and never get used again. Alright, just for interest's sake. Holy fuck. If I click this, does it devour him? I can't remember. I wish it would show me how much it would boost him. Level max. What does that mean? He can't consume Samson because it would level him out maxed? Fuck, why does it have all the shit robots again? Just for interest's sake, I'll put a fucking shit robot there. And see if it... Oh yeah, it does show me first, and then I can hit upgrade. Alright. Lucky I had those shit robots, I could use them for experiments. Oh, that's a pretty bold move. Maybe I should put it into the advice of my patron. Man, he's given me pretty good advice so far, and helping me out with coins, so... Now, to be honest, guys, sorry I haven't finished logging into that Patreon stuff and making updates and everything. It's fucking been so hot the past week, I could barely even survive. Like, I was literally, you could tell my last couple episodes of the show were fucking shit. I was, like, barely even able to speak. Now, at least I got a little bit more energy now. The temperature dropped and I can fucking speak again. I'm not, like, soaked in sweat. Man, that was fucking nasty. Alright. Let's see. How much would he go up if he consumed Samson? I bet you it won't even allow me to look because it's beyond his max. Fuck! If only I would have just kept one of the heroes I needed at 0. Instead I fucking put them all in the machine. God damn it! Oh no. It would only give him 3 levels? Are you fucking kidding? See, that's what I mean about this thing. People are like, oh, just level up people and then consume them. This guy's fucking leveled up to 100, and it was only going to give him 3 levels. Like, I don't know about you, but I would rather just fucking give him level 1 purple robots for those 3 levels. Like what? You have to give him like, what, 5 or 6 purple robots to go up that much at level 1? Then level 100? 1 gives 3? Well, I guess the ratio is pretty good. I always contradict myself so much. Alright, let's try that. I'll put in, say, Geronimo. Oh, that's probably why too. It's because the elements aren't matching. Ah, fuck. This is wrong. Yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, why was it so easy? Right, so if Geronimo consumes him, he'll go up to 97. So isn't that interesting? So that's almost proving the robot theory wrong, except for the element. The only thing that would save the theory now is if maybe it was the element that was fucking this up. Because this is proving that you could take everything you needed to level up someone to a level 100, give them to consume, and then they'll get less levels than they actually reached. Yeah, that's a very interesting experiment. So what does the viewers think? Should I give Geronimo the ability to go all the way fucking up? So now I'll be getting close to my team of fucking level 100 guys that are super dodge. Or super evade. Yeah, for anyone that didn't see the previous episode, I'm getting very close to a super evade team. Show you who it'll be. My super evade team is, for a tank on the super evade team, I'm going to use Alex because he heals himself, super defense, and he triggers dodge. While the enemy hero triggers dodge, recover hero's own HP. Oh yeah, so because my team is going to be getting super boosted with dodge, every time he actually uses the dodge, he'll be just healing himself. So that's fucking a pretty good tank. I don't know, I've seen him fight against him, and he usually sucks. I'm a little worried about this plan of using him as a tank. But we'll see how it goes. Sometimes you gotta live and learn. Alright, so the next person in my super team with dodge is going to be this guy, Son of the Black Hole. He's got permanent increased dodge ability, so that's good. He's got this shit for dodge. So that's what I'm thinking. This Son of a Black Hole guy, he's good for a dodge team. Then boom, another one with really good dodge. One of my viewers in the chat pointed it out. Really appreciate it, guys. So not only does he have this, he cancels out negative effects, so that's fucking sick. Yeah, I'm liking this Geronimo guy. He looks like a lot stronger than I thought he would be originally. I'm glad I didn't get rid of him though, because I had a feeling if I did, I would regret it. Alright, so every normal attack he's doing is going to increase all the units' dodge. And then once I boost this up a bit, it won't just be 3%. So that's fucking unreal, some of his dodge shit. Right, and then everyone knows the most classic dodge character of them all is I actually do have a sword god hero, so I can level him up to 100. Boom, then I'll have a really fucking kick-ass dodge team. See, it's got one dodge thing there, another dodge thing. You think, well, that's a pretty decent dodge team, but wait, it's still got more. I've got double Jane Austins. And double Jane Austen, what that means... Ah, there it is. Every attack will increase hero's own attack by 10% and dodge by 10%. Oh yeah, and then every normal attack she does increases all of her units' dodge. So it's like, can you believe how much extra dodge boosting this team is going to have? It's like every character in it will have fucking dodge abilities. The only thing I'm a little bit skeptical of is the weakness at the 100 level factor, but the one thing that it's got going for it is I almost have enough to boost up him. I'm like, literally like, I think 20 frags away of making another copy of him. So I'm hoping when that monthly bonus attendance thing kicks around, eventually it'll be back to him. And what it is, I'll get the frags that I'm missing. And then he'll be a gold hero. So even though he'll be part of the dodge team, he'll be able to go up over 100. Alright, and for the next one, oh yeah, the other person who's near going to gold is also Jane Austen. So I'll have only one Jane Austen on my team once she goes up to gold. So I'll have room for one more dodge person, unless I can get another frag of her. But really I have 3 copies of her, so I'm going to need all 3 copies of those to make her into gold. And I think it's worth it, rather than having 2 Jane Austens that are level 100, if I have 1 Jane Austen that's like level 130, it's going to make up for it. And then combine her dodge abilities with the rest of the dodge team, that'll be 2 characters on my team that'll have the super dodge. Yeah, so what does everyone think about my plans for making a super dodge team? I think dodge is the type of team that I should really be trying to build. I don't know, I'm just trying to think like all the times that I encountered really hard teams to beat, some of the ones that I just couldn't hit. And I was thinking, God, I could never figure out why Sword God was so hard to hit. And then I started to realize, and the guy was telling me like, yo, if you pair Sword God with Geronimo and Jane Austen, that's going to be some fucking sick-ass dodge that starts building up. Especially if I had 2 Jane Austens that were gold. That'd be hilarious. But anyways, no, 2 Jane Austens is probably a little bit over the edge. Maybe I should have some heavy hitter attackers in there too. I'm not sure who the heavy hitter attacker gold I'm going to have soon is. Oh yeah, I am. I'm going to have fucking Budokai added. So maybe she'll be the one player in my dodge team that won't be a dodge booster. She'll still be using dodge because Jane Austen is going to be boosting her and Geronimo, but she won't have any additional boostings with dodge that I know of. Oh, she can remove buffs on people, eh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I give someone the 5 stars, it's probably going to be Budokai, just because I like her ability here of have a probability to increase hero's own rage points by 50. I'm pretty sure that means that she can start with her special. Because I remember that I was fighting her in other teams before, I'm like, how the hell is she starting with her special? Like, usually you're supposed to have to build up to the special. So that's how. I know every time I find something I'm bitching about in the game, like, fuck! And then I find out, I'm like, oh! And let's do a little bit of the guild action. I'm pretty sure I left a few fights for... Yeah, I did. I've just been getting my ass whooped in them, though. Fuck! Alright, let's go with the dungeon fight so I can hit the vape. And then we'll set up for the second half of the show. Maybe I will still do that thing where I mix up all the fucking chips. My plan really is to unequip all the chips and then pick my favorite hero first, give him all the best ones. Or well, maybe pick the team that I want to use, and then pick who's going to be the weakest in that team, and use the best chips to give them a chance to balance out with whatever they're weakest in. I realized that, I'm like, hey, if I got a hero who's really weak in health, what I should be doing them is giving them the health fucking chip that has the ability to boost it up to like gold levels. Although sometimes it is tempting to give the best chip like that to the person who already is that good. So then when they get it, they're like fucking uber. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to beat this team anytime soon. Unless I can pull off building that fucking Dodge team. Because look at the proposed power. I'm supposed to be at 2.5 million. And I'm at like 1.5 million. Not even. So a little bit out of my league. Just off by 1 million. Oh shit, yeah, fuck. I had some other really good news. One of my other previous episodes I was bitching again about fucking people not giving me enough flowers and roses. Well, not that they weren't giving me enough, is that no one had given me the special one. The one that you need VIP levels to give. So I was like, wah, wah. No one gave me the roses. And then, what do you know, like the next episode I go to record, or no, it was when I was playing offline without recording. I fucking logged in, someone gave me that special rose I was just complaining about. So I was like, oh, thank you. No, it was dumb too. I was like, hey, I'm gonna give them back some really good roses. And then fucking, I got distracted, and then when I came back, I couldn't find out who it was that gave them to me. So I'm like, shit, I never even got a chance to repay them. So whoever that was, thank you. I was gonna take a screenshot of it and everything, and fucked it all up. Well, hey, you can always send another one. I'll try harder next time. No, but I really appreciate it, because when I checked the fucking flower things, I was like, what does it even do when you get one of these? And I noticed it looked like my flower count went way up. Or it might have not. It could be a placebo effect. But I'm pretty sure it went way up. Yeah, I was looking at all the things I can buy in the flower store, and I've saved up every flower I've gotten in the game so far. So it's starting to save up pretty good. Like, I'm even starting to get comments in the Facebook group where people are like, holy shit, you're VIP 0? It's like most people at VIP 0, I'm pretty sure, quit the game. They just give up. And then people that like it invest. It's rare that someone's like, in my situation where they're so pov that they're playing the game, but they're fucking actually still playing it for free all this time. I'm not totally leeching on the community figure, because at least I'm giving back by making some videos. Now, even shitty videos, at least it gets the word out there that the game exists. Now, if you check into my show archive and you look at the first episode of Clone Evolution I made, that episode got fucking crazy views. And it was all downhill from there. No, but a couple other videos did okay. No crazy views, but I'm not really making this thing for the whole view thing. Although being able to share my referrals fucking worked out way better than I thought it would. If anyone else hasn't done that yet, just check out the links below. There's a whole bunch of people that have been already doing it. I'll probably do a whole video to like show off how many people have been fucking signing up, and yeah, I want to find out how well it's working for everyone. Because I know like a lot of these offers are, I think each one of them I tried and did them successfully. So I want to see if anyone else ran into issues, or if they're able to pull it off too. Right, so before I go into this big chip thing, where I'm going to go in, unequip all my items, all my chips, and reorganize them the way everyone's been telling me to do it. Before I do that, we'll have a quick message from the sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Delayed reaction. Alright, thanks everyone. Welcome back. Man, my sponsor has been so dedicated. Really big shout out. I think that sponsor message is coming out a little bit clearer each time. A few million more cases. Maybe I'll have it down to the point where it's almost acceptable. Now, who was it? That really famous director, Kubrick? He used to talk about if you were a good director and you wanted to get a good reaction out of your actors to make sure that the fucking scene pulled off well, what he would do is do crazy amounts of repetition, where he would get them to do the same scene over and over and over, to the point where it was like they almost hated doing it, and they were just like, I don't want to do it anymore. And it's like they put that type of energy into it, and then all of a sudden, those scenes, when he recorded those ones, that's what really got the energy going. And that was one of the other things I was watching about repetition. You can probably apply it to clone evolution. It's like, yeah, if you keep working at something, it doesn't have to be like a crazy amount each day. Just keep working at it. And eventually that repetition of even small amounts, repeatedly working at something, will eventually build up to something amazing. So it's not like clone evolution. Even if you're not making big deposits, getting it up to the VIP levels, even working away at level VIP 0, little bit each by day, I can start catching up to people that have fucking deposited. Maybe not catching up, but fucking beating people that deposited earlier than, like, say some new player deposits, might be able to beat them longer because it's going to take them a while to catch up. If I'm making any sense at all. And I think what he was saying too, he's like, don't distribute a whole bunch of useless chips to a whole bunch of characters you don't use. I was starting to see the logic to that. There is no point in me having these people equipped with chips because I'm never going to use them. Might as well just have them in my bank of fucking chips that I can feed to people. Get the regular chips built up. Holy fuck, yeah, he's serious. He wasn't kidding. Look how many fucking chips I had equipped in people I never use. Okay, I think that should be it. I don't think I have any level 1 characters with chips. If I do, that's fucked. Let's just assume I don't. Meanwhile, my best chip was on some level 1 guy. Alright, the first person I know I'm going to use for sure is Crime Fighter. And he's fucking hurting when it comes to health points. Is that what it is? Yeah, so let's give him some items first. Yeah, like, I have some pretty serious good chips. But I was thinking, man, I should really level a lot of them up to gold, and then start pushing them up in level to like 17, like some of these are. Like, why do I have a whole bunch of level 5 purple chips? That's not good. Alright, so, yeah, that's pretty consistent. I'm going to use Crime Fighter. And I always use Uncle Joe. So that's another person I should have good with chips. Ah, fuck. Thinking maybe I shouldn't have gave him to Uncle Joe yet. Because really I should pick who's going to be the weakest character and start helping them. Because they're going to need that fucking health. Right, so the weakest person on my team is probably going to be Budokai. So we'll give her some chips first. I think that's a better plan. Yeah, this way she has the extra boost of health. Brings her almost to an acceptable level. I'll try to boost that up actually after this. Remind me. Then, yeah, maybe boost her dodge up a little bit. Yeah, so I'll focus on boosting her chips next. Because God, she needs some boosting. Alright, after that, who's the next weakest? It's probably Symphony. He's pretty weak ass. Should try to help him. Alright, that gets his health up almost to a reasonable level. It's like, fuck, with a gold fucking health chip, gets him barely up to what Crime Fighter was at without. And Crime Fighter's only at level 100, he's at 110. The fuck, man? Get it together, Symphony. Pull yourself together, man. Alright, next we'll give it to Uncle Joe. Then Harsh Assassin. And then Trump. Alright, and for my backup heroes... So that's pretty much the only two backup heroes. I was thinking of making Samson a backup hero, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to consume him. I don't know, it'll depend on my viewer feedback. Is it crazy to consume Samson? Like, fuck, is there some blueprint or clone requirement that I'm going to need him for? And I'll be like, fuck, I wish I had more Samson copies. Yeah, so I won't consume him yet. Just to show a good faith, I'll even give him some items. So I'll keep this Jane Austen without any items, because really the chances of me using her in a fight are almost zero. Alright, so that's everyone equipped with chips, and my best chips. So let's go to the chip buff area and see if I can buff up some of these chips. Now I was saying Budokai's ones needed some buffing. Her dodge, that could use it. Alright, I don't have any good things for boosting that right now. But I could try going up in level. Well, that was shit. See, the shitty thing about increasing that is like, man, it's costing me a fair bit in gold, and it's barely going up at all. But I do have lots of gold, so... Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do next is, now that I've corrected all the chips for people, so I'm going to try making sure that I focus on getting more chips up to gold. Purple chips are kind of like fucking too weak. And I should focus getting them all over level 10 at least. God's sakes. Alright, there we go. That got all of her chips up to level 10. She has 2 gold ones. That's pretty good. Holy fuck. So many weak chips. This guy's a level 8 for fuck's sakes. Now I'm starting to see what my viewers are talking about. They're like, man, you really need to work on your chips. Alright, at least that's level 10. It's a little bit more respectable. Let's get his aim a little fucking better. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I guess today's Sunday while I'm recording this. I'm starting to get my days mixed up pretty bad. It's hard to say what's going on with the world situation. I thought we were almost in the clear there, but now it really seems like there is something else going on again. Fuck! Alright, if anyone else has any more advice for me in clone evolution, please don't hesitate to post it. Even critical stuff. I notice I still get a few haters that are posting stuff, but they really don't say anything bad about it. So I don't know if it's just blind hate where someone hates me or... Now, to be honest, I really appreciate all the haters too. Because when I was doing radio, they used to have this saying where for every hater that you get, you usually have at least 100 people that are dedicated viewers. So it's like, they say if you get a whole bunch of haters, it's almost like a sign that you're starting to get somewhere. So it does make me a little upset sometimes to get dislikes, but I'm trying to see the bright side to it. Yeah, so if anyone else has any dislikes they want to post, you don't have to get something shitty in your vaporizer to do it. But yeah, the other big addition I was thinking of doing to the show, because usually I fucking get a brain fart at the end, and I'm trying to think of different animals. So what I'm going to do is get a sheet that has a whole fucking list of different species, insects, animals. And it's like one of those memes where you can interact with different columns. So I'll take animals and insects of different species from all over this sheet. Thinking that'd be cool because I'm sick of always fucking lagging at the end, brain farting, trying to figure out what to fucking say. Now the one trick I had before was I used to just think of the animal before I did the show, and then try to remember it by the end of the show. So maybe that's what I'll do once I have the sheet. I won't actually keep the sheet with me during the show, but use it as like a prep before. Now if anyone has some bad shit that's been getting in their vaporizer and they want me to give a shout out to it on the show, just let me know. Oh, I'm feeding in some purple chips. When I do that, it goes up faster. That's cool. Oh, it costs more coin, too. Huh. Okay, see. Alright, Trump really doesn't need to get a whole bunch of good shit. We'll let Trump try to fend for himself. That's what he's good at, right? Alright, her chip's good. His chips, still got oh yeah, he needs the aim. Okay, now we're talking. We're getting some fucking decent... Oh, he needs defense, yeah. Ooh, I'm all out of chips. Alright, oh fuck, I left him with one at level 9. Son of a cock whore. Should really try to keep it down today. My neighbors have like a whole bunch of their family over. I'm doing a recording while they're all sitting out on the other side of the window doing a family barbecue. At least close the window. Come on guys, I ain't that cruel. Alright, so where was I? I'm pretty sure I had some battle that I was upgrading the chips to do. But which fucking battle was it? Now I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think it was the campaign mode, but I already kicked its ass, so I didn't need it. Alright, the only thing I could test it on would be the dungeon. And I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna get a beatdown because I'm fucking weak as fuck. Alright, that was everyone I gave fucking shit to. I guess I kind of abandoned the Wright brothers. I don't think it's tempting. You could bring him into this battle because he gives you the edge. He can stun a whole fucking team for you. Alright, let's try one with the Wright brothers and one without. That's what we'll finish up today's show with, a little bit of a test. Who does better, the Wright brothers or fucking... Well, yeah, and I'm still a bit of a noob when it comes to being a Clone Evolution player. Like, I haven't played for more than a year. So what other yearly events will be coming up that I should be looking forward to? Is there some sort of Halloween event that kicks ass? See, look at that, eh? The Wright brothers just like stuns half the team. So it's like, how can I not bring him? It's like, are you sure you don't want to stun half the fucking opponent's team? That wasn't too bad. I like the way Wright brothers did there. They actually got us pretty close to winning that battle. Where I substitute in someone healing. Or yeah, maybe someone can put it in the chat too. Is there any way you would change my lineup to try to beat this level of the dungeon? Holy, look how I started with so many frees there. Imagine that was the when I had Wright brothers in it, and all of a sudden he would fucking stun the rest of everyone. I was hoping maybe that upgrading some of the chips really helped my aim, because I noticed I was getting a lot of misses lately. Saying that was probably because my aim chips were too low. Ooh. Now what is everyone looking forward to my team doing new the best? Oh, I got those blue fragments. I'll finish those before today's episode if I can remember. Here's the test. Can I remember something 10 seconds from now? Alright, bye guys. No, I'm just kidding. I remembered. No, for a second there I did start to forget, could you tell? Like, fuck, I was making fun of forgetting, and I did. Right, so I got jack shit. We got myself 13 frag or robots. It's not too bad. Yeah, so I'm glad, like, one of the other viewers was pointing out I should really just bank a whole bunch of the gene fragment guys instead of cloning them and keep them in my lineup at level 1, because it just plugs up my lineup with people I'm not using. So I managed to put my obsessive compulsive behavior aside and just leave this red dot without clicking it. Like, really? There it is. See it right in me there? In my heart. Now that red dot is fucking annoying as hell, because normally when I see a red dot I'm like, that means I have to do something there. But try to put that behind me. You gotta be able to bend, not break, right? Right, was there anything else that I needed to clone up here? No, it doesn't look like it. I'll throw the levels to... Do I have anyone that's a fire hero I'm building up? No. So... let's give him to him. Well, yeah, that's gonna be pretty intense. Like, I'm getting close to fucking Son of Black Hole being at 100. Once I give Samson, possibly, to Dromino or Sword of God, then boom, I'll have one of them up to 100. And then I'll be down to just one hero, like say Sword God, and be boosting him up. But then once that last one hero is done, my fucking team will be ready to try. Maybe they won't dodge very good and they'll still be easy to hit. We'll see. Time will tell. Their levels will probably be too weak and it'll make them easy to hit. It's not too bad. Those fire robots gave him one more level. He's only 9 levels away from being maxed. Right. We'll call it a day because we're just at an hour mark now. Alright, see you guys. Thanks again for watching. If everyone can help me out with the links below, clicking all that stuff helps you, helps me. If you can like, share, and all that jazz, it's really cool too. And for the animals, if a cat comes by, pukes, and a squirrel eats it, gets diarrhea, and that diarrhea gets in your vaporizer, and give that shit a dislike. Because no one that is in their right mind is going to want to fucking vaporize chipmunk diarrhea. I'm pretty sure I got some of that mixed up, but either way, see you guys later. And oh yeah, don't forget, never ever buy the products from my sponsor. I guarantee it will ruin your life.